They stood in the snow like two storms waiting to break. Romeo did not move, did not blink, just stood there between Marcus and the cabin like a wall that was not going anywhere. Marcus smiled, the kind of smile that never reaches the eyes. He said, "I just want to talk to her, Romeo. She belongs with me. You don't know what you're getting involved in." Romeo looked at him and said, "I know exactly what I'm getting involved in, and I'm telling you right now, you're not getting past me tonight." Marcus took one step forward. Romeo did not take one step back. The snow kept falling between them, like it was trying to separate two things that should never touch. Then, Marcus turned and walked away slowly, but before he disappeared into the dark, he looked back over his shoulder and said, "This is not over. It never is." Then the darkness swallowed him whole. Amara had seen everything from the cabin window, her hand pressed against the cold glass, her breath fogging it up. She watched Romeo stand there until Marcus was completely gone, and something inside her chest cracked open in a way she was not ready for. Nobody had ever done that for her. Nobody had ever stood between her and the thing she was most afraid of, without being asked, without flinching, without running. Romeo walked back through the snow toward the cabin. She was already at the door when he reached it. They looked at each other. She said, "You didn't have to do that." He said, "Yes, I did." She said, "Why?" He looked at her with complete calm and said, "Because nobody is going to hurt you while I'm here. Not now, not ever." Something in those words broke every wall she had left. She started crying. Not the quiet kind, the kind that comes from somewhere so deep you forget it was even there. The kind that means something is finally coming out that has been locked away for too long. And then she told him everything. About Marcus, about New York, about the first time he grabbed her arm in public and smiled at the people watching like nothing happened. About the night she realized she was disappearing inside his control. About the morning she packed one bag and drove away before he woke up. Romeo sat completely still and listened to every single word. His jaw tightened once, his eyes went somewhere dark for just a moment. But he never interrupted, never tried to fix it, just listened like every word she said was the most important thing he had ever heard. When she finally stopped talking, the cabin was completely quiet. Just the fire and the snow outside, and two people sitting closer than they had ever sat before. Romeo went outside after she fell asleep. He sat on the porch steps in the freezing cold and kept watch. He told himself he would stay awake all night, and he did, until about 4 in the morning when his eyes finally lost the fight and closed right there in the chair. Morning came, soft and golden over the mountains. Amara opened the cabin door and saw him, still there, jacket pulled tight, head resting on his shoulder, asleep in the cold because he refused to leave her unprotected for 1 hour. She put her hand over her mouth. Tears came before she could stop them. She thought, "I have been running from love my whole life because every love I found tried to own me. But this man, this quiet mountain man who barely knows me, he spent the night in the freezing cold just to make sure I was safe, and he never even told me he was going to do it." Meanwhile, on the other side of Maplewood, Marcus was standing inside a small shop with a photograph on his phone. He was asking questions, calm, patient, the way a hunter is patient. And the shopkeeper was telling him everything he wanted to know about the man named Romeo who lived alone in the cabin on the hill.